This plant is Pittosporum tenuifolium Silver Sheen. And I caught this on a really good day where the afternoon sun is hitting it from the side, and you can see why it's called Silver Sheen. You see how the light reflects off of these, and you get a lot of kind of sparkle and light play. And that's one of the things I love about this plant. Now you're looking at plants that are only a year old out of 5-gallon containers. These plants are 6 feet tall already, so they are faster growing. They will eventually get up to 15 to 18 feet. In my experience, I've grown these at my own home, and they seem to hit that size and really cap out. They may get taller than that, but I'm just giving you my experience. And width-wise, I would say when they reach their mature height, they're realistically 4 to 6 feet wide. If you keep them a little tighter, you could keep them at 4, but you probably want to plant these at 5 feet centers is how I use them. And we use them a little tighter here because we're trying to screen a taller house, as you see there. So in time, these will get probably double the fence height that you see right there and do the screening that we're after. So the Pittosporum tenuifolium family is very easy to grow. They're versatile. They are lower water. They're one of the consistent shrubs I'm able to establish on drip irrigation, and they seem okay with that. A lot of bigger plants with bigger root systems are not able to do that because the drip system doesn't spread out far enough, but I've had very good luck with the Pittosporum family. Also, they tend to be fairly low water once they're established. I've seen mature Pittosporums, especially tenuifolium, growing in areas where the water was shut off. Here in Northern California, where it's very dry for 6 months, and the plant was doing fine. So I would call these very definitely drought resistant once established. And so doing that with infrequent deeper water is a way to make that happen. So the different varieties, of Pitt tenuifolium is the basic Pittosporum tenuifolium has a dark glossy green leaf. They're all about a 1/2 inch in diameter or so. Here you can see some of the newer growth. It's got an interesting color to it. This is January that you're looking at, and there's still new growth. I've noticed on some of my other Pittosporums at home that they have been growing all winter. So that's something to note, is that even though it's cooler out and we've been freezing on a regular basis lately, these plants keep growing. So the other character that I love about these is see how the tips are kind of wispy. You see how the top is not well defined? It's kind of light and airy. And there's a little bit of a breeze here, and you can see these moving around a little. So these have a very nice character. Years ago I did a wind garden and put these in, and these were a big hit with that client because they move so nicely in the wind. They have very small or narrow stems, as you can see here, so the stem structure doesn't really show up that much. You can see inside that they're there, but they don't scream at you. So as a landscape design use, I would say the best thing to use these for, because they do want to get taller unless you want to fight them, is to use them as kind of a 10 to 15 foot high upright screening plant. You can see that they have this kind of upright form here. So again, 5 feet wide is pretty average for them. And I've got some that are 6 or 7 years old. They're still only 5 feet wide, but they're 12 to 13 feet tall. So deer-wise, some of the Pittosporums are left alone by deer and some are not. I would say this is one that would be worth a try, but I would buy one, set it out, and see before I went and bought a bunch of them. But some Pittosporums seem to be deer resistant, so it might be worth a try on that. And that's what I can tell you about Pittosporum tenuifolium Silver Sheen.